Hey guys, it's Sarah, Less of Sarah. I decided to sit down and make a couple of video responses today. In the first case, I decided to make a video response just because I didn't want to write a whole really long thing on Facebook, and also because I know that the person in question, their concern is something that a lot of people go through. So this video response, this first one, is for NerdInOregon. That is her YouTube handle, and her name is Sarah as well. And Sarah and I have been chatting on and off on Facebook and stuff. She is having surgery, I believe, June 16th, or she's leaving June 16th, and her surgery is the 18th, something like that. Sorry if I'm messing that up, Sarah. But she's having surgery with my surgeon, Dr. Aceves, in Mexico, and that's sort of how we started chatting. So anyway, she asked me yesterday if I ever felt like the surgery wasn't going to work, or that I would have issues because I, as many of you know, had gone on my own sort of pre-op diet a couple of months prior to surgery and had lost 40 pounds altogether before surgery. But 23 of those pounds I lost in 6 weeks and 17 in 2 weeks right before surgery, doing a completely liquid diet. So I lost 23 pounds in 6 weeks, which still is good. But I guess she was asking, because I wasn't dropping like a ton of weight, I wasn't dropping like 5, 6, 7 pounds a week at that point, whether I was concerned that surgery wouldn't work because there I was eating, 1,500 calories a day, and I was losing, but, not at the same rate. So the one thing that I have to say is the pre-op diet that I did on my own, I had cheat days or cheat meals. So, if my cheat meal was 4 pieces of pizza, or my cheat meal was 10 chicken wings, or whatever it was, I don't think that's a true, representation of what I would have lost post-surgery doing the same thing. And I know there are people out there who wonder, well, okay, if you lost 23 pounds in 6 weeks before surgery, or 40 pounds in 8 weeks, why did you just keep doing that? Why did you have to have surgery? And that's something that comes up a lot in the community. I've definitely heard other people say that. I know my own mother said that, not to me, but about me, to my husband, that she didn't understand why I had to have surgery if I was doing so well losing weight. It's sort of a tough thing to answer, and it's going to be different for everyone. For me, the amount of weight that I had to lose seemed insurmountable on my own without any kind of assistance, if that makes sense. And by assistance, I mean something that was going to speed up my weight loss. Can you lose 250 pounds without surgery? Sure you can. People have. But it takes a while. And I am not a very patient person. And I am really good at being motivated for a short amount of time, but if I don't see results, that motivation disappears. And I had to be honest with myself. I really did not believe that I could do it. Maybe that's a fault. Maybe that's, whatever. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And clearly, if I could get up to 460 pounds and not really care that much about it, there was something wrong with me and my motivation to lose weight. So I guess it was never a question for me. This wasn't like I'm going to try and lose weight one more time before surgery and see if I can avoid doing it. No, I absolutely was committed to having surgery. I just wanted to do as much before surgery as I could and sort of get used to what I was going to have to do after surgery. So the answer to your question, Sarah, is no. I was never concerned the surgery wasn't going to work. And I know that there are a lot of people who have that fear, and as irrational as it sounds, it doesn't stop you from feeling it, and it's totally normal. It just didn't happen to me personally, but I absolutely know a lot of people. I would say for the majority of people, they have that moment where they go, oh my God, what if this surgery doesn't work? And for most people, surgery is their last resort, and then it becomes a question of, am I going to be fat forever? Is this the way my life is going to be? Is this a life sentence? Am I going to be in this body forever? Am I going to struggle with food forever? Having watched YouTube videos for, probably coming up to 2 years now, Having been on this journey post-surgery for 5 months, I can honestly say that I 100% believe that surgery will work for anyone and everyone from a physical standpoint. And what I mean by that is surgery will help you to lose weight. It absolutely will, if you do what you're supposed to do. Yes, there are people who, physically their bodies are just resistant to losing weight. Surgery will make you lose weight. How much weight is an entirely different story. And definitely even into the people that I follow, there's a huge range of how fast people lose, how much they lose, and all of that stuff. But I absolutely 100% believe, and this is for anyone who is pre-op, weight loss surgery, whether you have gastric bypass, vertical sleeve, duodenal switch, lap band, those things are a tool to help you lose weight. But the major driving force behind weight loss is still this tool. It's your mind. That's still what controls weight loss, in the sense that what controls weight loss is what goes in here and how much you move this, and that's controlled by this. And so you have to get your mind right to be able to use the tool correctly. But I absolutely believe in the tool itself. I absolutely believe that it works. I believe that it can work for anyone. In fact, I believe that you can have any type of weight loss surgery and still achieve great weight loss if you have commitment. Commitment is absolutely the number one thing that you need to have for this surgery to help you to be successful. I don't want to say for the surgery to be successful, because that sounds like you have the surgery and it works and, physically you're good, and then ta-da, weight loss happens. And for some people, that's true. For some people, it is easy. And I don't mean that to say that it's the easy way out at all, but I mean that their weight loss is easier than it is for other people, or it appears that way anyway. I think that the Curvy Jones explained it in a video, and I thought it was just brilliant the way she was talking about it. She was talking about weight loss as a tool, and her weight loss before surgery, her weight loss attempts before surgery and after surgery. And I absolutely agree with her when she says this, but I was able to stick to the diet I stuck to for that 6 weeks. I was able to do my 2-week, liquid diet because there was an endpoint. And that was a very, very important thing for me. There was an endpoint. I knew I only had to do a certain amount, of this 1,500 calorie a day diet, of this liquid diet, until I would get to the point where I could get my tool. If you sat me down and said, Sarah, you're going to have to eat 1,200 calories for 2 years without this tool, I would have been like, you know what? I'll just stay fat. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could do it. I still don't think I could have done it. Even now, when my family, my friends, my husband are all surprised by my commitment, by my level of adherence to my plan, that was made possible by surgery. I could not have done that before. I could not have done that with the insane level of hunger that I had. It just wouldn't have been possible. Okay, surgery was the tool that allowed me to stick to that commitment, that allowed me to not be fighting my body constantly about food and eating. The way that the Curvy Jones explained it was that before, when she was trying to lose weight, it was like digging, I think this is what she said, it was like digging a hole with a spoon. And as she was digging the hole, she dug so slowly and so ineffectively that the dirt would all pile back in the hole because she couldn't get the dirt out fast enough with the spoon. But having weight loss surgery turned that spoon into like a shovel or a backhoe, where all of a sudden, even though she was doing the same thing, but she was getting more dirt out of this hole, she was digging this hole faster. And because she could dig the hole faster, the dirt wasn't caving back into the hole, and the hole stayed the way it needed to be. And I honestly think that is a brilliant way of looking at it, because the tool, the weight loss surgery, allows you to lose weight faster than you normally would, allows you to have more success than maybe you normally would, helps to keep you on track mentally. And yes, physically, it also helps you to not overeat. It helps you to, depending on the surgery that you have, you may have consequences of eating things that you shouldn't eat. Surgery does all of those things for you, but it alone is not going to guarantee your success. So was I ever scared of having weight loss surgery not work for me? No, I really wasn't. But I know that there are so many people who feel that way. And the only thing I can say is I absolutely believe, you can see people's testimonies on YouTube every day. Weight loss surgery works if you work it the way you should. So that's that part of it. One of the other things Sarah talked about was the roller coaster of emotions that she's been going through before her surgery. She talked about that in a video that she made yesterday. And so I'm going to link to that video below as well as to her channel because she's awesome and I definitely think you guys should watch her. Thanks, Dexter. And she said that this sort of emotional roller coaster really surprised her, sort of threw her for a loop, pardon the pun. And I totally understand that. I went through that roller coaster of emotions too, I think. And it's because this is a big deal, not just from a physical, medical sort of point of view, but this is a life change. And like every other major change in your life, whether it's getting married or having a baby, switching jobs, moving, all of those things cause these feelings of uncertainty, of not knowing what the future holds, of not being sure that you're making the right decision. All of those things, those are totally normal feelings when you have a life change. And in this case, what's happening is you are sort of mourning the life that you used to know, the old you, even though you're still not the new you. But you're mourning the you that you want to be, the carefree person who just eats whatever they want and doesn't care and whatever. We're human. We're hedonists. We like food. We like eating. We're all going to mourn the person that we used to be, the carefree person who didn't care about what they ate or whatever. We're all going to mourn that. And that causes a whole host of emotions to come up. I wish that I could, and maybe I'll have to do this one day. I want to just make a video for pre-ops where I just say, you are doing the right thing. You are making a decision that is going to change your life for the better. You are going to look back on this and say, this was the best decision I ever made. You are going to succeed if you do what you're supposed to do. Okay? That's just it. You will. I often say to people, look through YouTube. Especially look at, if you're having a VSG, especially look for VSGers who talk about regretting surgery. I guarantee you're not going to find very many. I don't know why that is. I know there are, I wouldn't say a lot, but you definitely find gastric bypass videos. Maybe it's just because there are more people having gastric bypasses. I don't know. There are very few people that you will see talking about regretting surgery that are actually far out from surgery. Okay? Because weight loss surgery works. Because it works. Because it facilitates an amazing positive change in your life, in your body, in everything, in every facet. So as much as you're going to have all those feelings of uncertainty, all those feelings of, what if the surgery doesn't work for me? What if I'm the one person it doesn't work for? All those, and post-surgery, you're going to be like, why did I do this to myself? You are going to regret it. You are going to cry. You are going to hate having to, drink protein shakes. It happens to everybody. There is definitely a progression, even emotionally, with the surgery. And if you watch a lot of people's videos, you'll see it happen. But all you need to do is understand that all of those emotions, all those feelings you're having, they're totally normal. Sorry, Dexter is biting me. Bye. All those feelings that you're having are totally normal. Everyone has them to some degree, and you just need to allow yourself to feel them. Don't try and shut them off. Don't try and push them down because they'll just resurface later. Allow yourself to feel them. Allow yourself to be in the moment. Cry, scream, whine, eat a cheesecake, whatever you need to do. It's pre-surgery, whatever. But just get through it, because that's all you need to do. Get through it. When you get through, and even with surgery, get through it. Get through those first couple of weeks that really suck and they're hard, and get to the point, that was me slapping Dexter, by the way. Get to the point where you're maintaining. You're maintaining that level of understanding that you received a tool and you're working that tool and you are moving forward and seeing positive progress. That is the great part of this journey, and hopefully it is a part that lasts you a long time. So Sarah, I hope that this helped a little bit. Anyone else who might be pre-op, I hope that is a little bit of insight anyway. And I'm going to make another video response to someone else, and then I will also see you guys tomorrow for my 21-week update. Bye!